This is a good segue though for Dave Chappelle.
Let's get it, man. So we're gonna get into this review of Dave Chappelle right now. So he welcomed everybody in. You know, did you see the beginning? They're like, "Oh, we got the seats out. It's all nice." All those people walking in like, "This is a nice exclusive we're getting. Oh, this is good." They're like, "Oh, come on in, park your car, get comfy. You're gonna have a good old time." And they're playing Tribe Called Quest, "Stressed Out." That is not the party song to be playing.
Nope.
It's like, this mood is different in here. Oh, let's get our seat. Oh, I don't see no drinks, but that's all good. I'll get a little something, get comfy. Wood hard ass chairs out in the cold outside. And then he got it going. So let's get this review.
Dave Chappelle ambushed his white audience because the black people, we knew what was up when we got there.
Yeah.
Because we heard that Tribe Called Quest, "Stressed Out," like you said. The white audience is just like, "Oh, this is a different kind of vibe, but we're going to roll with it." And when he started talking,
like, come on in.
Dave gave them that warm welcome. Then he let them know, like, ain't no jokes, bitch. This is a town hall.
Yeah, he started it off smart too. He was like, I was in LA and I felt an earthquake for 37 seconds. And he's like panicking. He thought he started from the inside. He thought he was going to die. And he's like 37 seconds, he was panicking like he was going to die. 8 minutes and plus seconds, like 8:47 is it?
Yeah,
that
46.
Guy's, 8:46. He had the cop had his like leg on
knee on his neck.
That's insane. So he just perfectly articulated how insane that is to the audience that would look for Dave Chappelle for just jokes, just laughing and dancing on stage. Nope, he articulated that beautifully, and he went through it with his grandfather, and he told the story of all that. Oh my God, beautiful story, beautiful in the way he brought it all around, like how he usually does.
I like how he does the whole 360 with everything. How it all comes back to point one. I like how he told the story of the good cop, per se, that was doing the right thing, and he was trying to write up somebody, and then they fired him, and then he retaliated by just killing a bunch of police officers, and then 400 officers came and shot him up, and then like he related that to like George Floyd, like, how do you kill one of us and expect us not to retaliate when this is just currently happening? And I also liked how he like expressed his frustration of like the black community always having to explain racism and systematic racism and all these things happening to people who are either culturally clueless or just not listening. Because we had this discussion before, like, how do you listen to hip hop, like real hip hop, like the pain and the struggles that they talk about lyrically, and not know about racism going on?
Exactly. How are you still being like, are you serious? That's happening right now?
Really, bro?
What? It's like, get the fuck away from me.
Did you skip all of To Pimp a Butterfly? Like that whole album?
Yeah, it's like.
Did you skip all of NWA? Like what's going on? How do you not know that?
They're fully aware. They're just acting stupid. They're playing dumb.
Yeah, to me that's just, it's disrespectful and it's insensitive at this point. Like that's why I'm not going on other platforms who are culturally clueless, so I can explain things that have been happening
clueless.
That's been happening for hundreds of years.
Yeah, exactly. So back to this review, man. I like that he did it in under half an hour, so it's fully digestible. You could watch it again and again and not feel like it's too long or too repetitive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a good bite-sized length. It's not an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? So that I appreciated too. Anybody who is watching it to be like, oh, this is a comedy special, let's see where it's going, you're gonna be sitting there the whole time, like waiting for it to hit that note,
waiting for that punchline.
And it's like, oh shit, he's only doing it, like, it felt like he only did like a little joke that he thought of off the top, like every 8 minutes. Like he was like, okay, let me let you just breathe a little bit. I'll throw in Ja Rule in here, or I'll throw in that girl rapper from Interscope. I can't remember her name that he banged.
Azalea Banks?
Yeah, like he
allegedly.
But she said it in like a blog post or something that they had sex, and like he was like, you got a big mouth, like Azalea Banks got that big mouth, or he would tell everybody, you know what I mean? So that was, he threw little parts in there, but like, he killed it, man. He's transcended and broke the ceiling of what he is as a comedian. He's another level, like, and he's an example of what people should be striving for when they're a comedian. This is like the other level of the other side of what they can do.
Yeah, it's the evolution of, you know, not just nigga jokes. It's a discussion. It's kind of like where George Carlin, when he reached that point in his career, where it was comedy, but he was basically just talking to you. It was a conversational piece that'll make you think, and that's the type of comedy I like. I like where I could think, have a conversation. I just don't want to hear fart jokes and titty jokes and just dumb shit. Like I could watch a movie for that type of dumb shit. Like comedy's supposed to be an art form where you could be vulnerable, you can talk about real world issues, and you're in a safe space to say that.
Exactly.
And that's what he did during that performance.
Yeah, and he's already mastered the art of like bringing different cultures together and laughing at each other and learning from each other. Back in the early 2000s when he had the Chappelle show, now he's like mastered the art of actual like tension and like delivering messages that are uncomfortable and making people feel it. You know what I mean? And that's a powerful thing. Shit, man, this shit was lit, man. I watched it twice, man. I'm not gonna lie, I watched it twice. I was just on playing. I think I beat Red Dead, and I was like, oh, that was good. Let me watch a little YouTube. It was around 1, 2 in the morning, maybe 3. Like, what the hell?
The hell you doing up so late, Casey?
I was like, Dave Chappelle got a special on YouTube? What the hell is this? I didn't even look at the name. I just said Dave Chappelle new special.
Clicked.
Half an hour, clicked it. Like, this is a real whole special. Because he had like little 10-minute bites on there of like why he left and went to Africa, little specials that he did that he put on YouTube. And that was a new one. I was like, all right, let me click this, check this out. I was about to go to bed, but all right. And man, I was not expecting that. And I was so happy of what it was.
It was raw, it was emotional, and it was to the point.
Yeah.
I think it was 27 minutes actually to be exact.
Yeah, it's under half an hour.
And it was to the point. It got everything across. I felt like some of the Candace Owens jokes he fumbled a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think it was just raw emotion. It wasn't something like he planned and he wrote out.
Exactly.
He just put, she got stank pussy. Like,
it was like, she is a C word. It's like, what the?
He's like,
trying to be clean for YouTube.
He's like, I'll let you know if I find out. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a little stumbling, but the way he wrapped everything with the guy calling for his mom and then his dad calling for his grandmother and his grandmother being a slave, and that whole thing was masterful. That was masterful, man.
Like he's letting people know that slavery wasn't that long ago, that segregation wasn't that long ago. Like,
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
My one gripe with this whole thing was the man's shirt. It was too tight. It was too tight. Like when he came out at first, I was like, man, you could see through it. It was a little too tight.
He's showing off. His wife was in the audience.
He's been working out.
He's working out. He's trying to show the muscle off, man.
He needs to upgrade the shirt size. Come on, step it up. You get bigger. You're getting bigger.
He's in Ohio. Maybe the only baby gap they have available over there.
I was like, he looked like a wizard of some sort. You know, like he had the track pants and the black shirt, the chain. Like,
at least he wasn't wearing the janitor uniform he usually wears. He usually
I kind of like that one. That one looks like he's clocking in to kill it. You know, like he's going in to do a
the
mechanic.
Athlete,
you know what I mean?
The mechanic outfit he'll wear. Nah, man, I'm not a fan of the whole mechanic outfit.
It's like his athletic shit when he's about to dunk on people, you know? So, I don't mind it.
That's his Jordans.
Yeah, that's his J's right there.
That's his J's. The mechanic overalls.
Yeah.
And the cigarette.
A little C on it with the C.
With the C
cigarettes.
And the cigarette.
Exactly.
Dave's here not to play games. Oh, did he have a cigarette during the special?
Yeah, he had enough cigarettes. He had so many cigarettes. He didn't even smoke some. He just put it in his mouth, thought for a second. He's like, 8 minutes! He just dashed it on the ground.
Hey,
he was drinking his red cup. I think he finished his drink, and he was still taking sips. Like, he was like so pissed. Like, he wanted that theatric space of like to breathe and think, let people register what he's saying. So he's like taking a sip. And like, if you look at it again, he like looks at the crowd while he's taking a sip, like, you motherfuckers heard me. And then he's like, boom, 8 minutes. You know what I mean? So
to change gears just a little bit, this kind of goes coincides with this. Right now, what we're seeing in America is a lot of cops resigning. Are you guys seeing that in Canada as well?
Absolutely, yeah. And we're seeing a lot of people are being called out. A lot of videos are coming out. A lot of things from the past that people didn't want to put out are putting them out now. A lot of people who work security at these jobs at hospitals are putting them out. Had an elderly couple from 2018 who got like the okay to leave the hospital. They're walking out the hospital, and some police, a woman followed them like, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" And then the police ran up on them like, "What are you doing? Where are you going? You're doing something wrong." And they tackled this elderly black couple, beat them up, muscled them up bad, and then like headlocked the guy and broke up a bone or two on him and mashed up his face. And yeah, that whole thing came out on video now. People are putting the security guards are just like, fuck it, put it out.
Isn't this a perfect opportunity for like black people to take these jobs? There's job openings.
Yo,
that's what I'm thinking. I was like, yo, let's take these jobs.
That's a theory I've had for a very long time, but not a lot of people like that theory. But it's like, we gotta be like the Blob and just take over all this stuff, man. Like, if a whole bunch of people become police and take it over from the bottom to the top, it'd be hard for anything to, that's the one strategy of change. You don't have to. The
conversation that we're having in America right now is defunding the police, which scares people because they hear the word defunding. But the truth, that's a different. The truth to that is basically reallocating that money. So they get like what, $3 billion or whatever, and so instead of that full $3 billion going to the police, it'll go to other programs like mental health, after school programs, schools. Because the cops right now, they're asking for, like, let's say there's a cat stuck in the tree and you call the cops. They don't want to do that shit. So allocate that money to somebody in the community to take care of like little petty stuff like that. So the cops can only handle like the real issues that they need to handle.
But also allocate the money that goes towards suspension or time off when they do something wrong, because that just makes them be like, okay, guys are popping people and they get off free vacation time plus more money. Fuck it, they don't see no punishment in that. So take that money away when you do something wrong. You're fired, or you're charged, and put that towards proper training or mental health or these other things that more educated people than me can figure out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like their pension, I heard like it's based off their last year of pay. So what a lot of cops will do is like their last year do a ton of overtime. Yeah. And then when they leave, they're leaving making like 100 or whatever thousand, and they get that for the rest of their life because that's what they made that last year because they worked themselves to death that last year. So part of that will go with the defunding.
Yeah, a lot of these police need to speak up and not be the victim like that New York mayor, police, or whatever the hell he was talking about, but actually speak up and be like, you know what's happening here is wrong. And
let's not punish the cops that speak up, because that's
exactly. Yeah, because they're scared probably too to speak up.
Like, they are, because they're getting fired.
Cops don't go through stuff. I'm saying racism is in every job and everything. So like I'm saying, speak up and everybody create your groups of people, like, and then be like, boom, we're not tolerating this in this division in here. Boom, we're putting this up. You know what I'm saying? And just try to knock it out like that. All facets of angles and strategy is welcome to me, I think.
Two great movies to watch during this time right now are Black Klansman and Black and Blue.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch Black Klansman again. Yeah, that
Black Klansman hit close to the heart, and I watched that shit over.
Yeah, it's ahead of.
I was like,
that
damn.
was definitely great.